Hey Gary, it's KC, man. Been a long time. It's good to see the brother. It's really been a long time. Nonetheless, I am currently in Lawton, Oklahoma. Came down here to see my son, my youngest son, graduate from Army basic training. So, really excited about that. Get ready to go to the ceremony and then head back to North Carolina. But anyway, I decided to make a video for a couple of reasons. I know we talked just a little bit, and I look forward to talking to you again. But just a lot has changed in my life, as I'm sure it has yours as well, over the years. Um, so I decided to make this video for a couple of reasons. One, because I just want to show a little transparency and just kind of remind you who I am. I have very fond memories of you, and particularly with the university players and that type thing. But also, like I said, just to be a little transparent, just to let you know what's going on with me, and also, um, you know, things aren't what they used to be. I like to kind of hold on to the past, but I know over the years we've lost a lot of trust with people when it comes to um, being concerned about whether or not people have your best interests at heart. So just wanted to make this video so that we would have record of our, I guess, initial conversations about um, what we are preparing to embark upon. Um, Very briefly, um, God has pretty much done a number on me. Um, I got married, had 4 kids, was married for 16 years, divorced for almost 8 or 9 now, and I remarried just recently last year, May 2014. So a lot of stuff happened in between there, and it's only by the grace of God that I've been able to, endure it all. Only by the grace of God. And like I said, He did a number on me, fairly non-traditional, unconventional, you would say. So don't assume that it's the typical walk down the aisle and throw your hands up, lightning flash, or whatever. Um, it's been a lot different from that. It's more relational. And though it has changed me greatly, one thing it hasn't done, and that is to change me in such a way that I'm no longer accessible. I'm very accessible and very approachable. So, at any rate, I felt it important to let you know that that's where I am in time and space. I am saved by the grace of God. I'm still me, but my thoughts and my values are different now. Um, so, as I continue to embark upon my journey and kind of try to figure out my purpose, um, the gift of acting came back to me. And there were some opportunities that kind of fell in my lap, and I took advantage of them. And even in the midst of that happening, God was, kind of leading me to do some things and to do some writing and just, kind of resurrect that gift in me. And as I began to have success with those projects, eventually I've come to the place where I've decided to actually make um, the entertainment industry my second um, career, if you will. And we all have our reasons for doing things, but nonetheless, that's what I've decided to embark upon. And whatever I get involved in these days, I try and let myself be led by the Spirit of God. And as I saw you come back on the scene in Facebook, and like I said, I read a lot of your testimony, and I'm grateful that you have been able to come through. I'm not sure where you are in time and space in terms of how you see yourself now, but I will say this to you that uh, although you may have had some very trying times, God's not through with you, and I believe that there is great ministry in you. Don't let me scare you off with the word ministry, because ministry can be done a lot of ways. But nonetheless, you've been inspired to write, and that's great. Um, but even with regards to writing, I think there's some things that God wants to do with you, to show you and to show the world of His abilities and that of His love for you and for others. So, what I'd like to challenge you to do is consider writing, acting, directing, and things of that nature. So that was why I was led to ask you about it. I have my intentions are totally noble, my friend. I'm not looking to take advantage of anyone. God has given me talent to do what I need to do, and it's not as if my life depends on whether or not I'm successful, because again, I'm trying to do everything as I'm led to by God. And if it's something that He's chosen for me to do, then He is going to make it possible. There's no doubt in my mind. And even my definition of success is different now. So, anyway, I'll try to keep this video brief, but that's pretty much where we're coming from. For the sake of the initial idea that I have for us, I don't know how it'll end up. It may be for you, it may be for us, but nonetheless, I certainly, my intentions are noble again, and to give credit where credit is due. If this is something that I'm not to be a part of other than to plant the seed in you, then wonderful, mission accomplished. But I'd like to do something with you, Gary. And like I said, I don't know. I don't know where it's going to go. But I'd like to, I just feel in my spirit that there's some untapped stuff in the both of us that can be appreciated by the world, and that will give us the platform that we need to move on into the other things that God has for us. So I'm sending this to you privately via YouTube, and just for you to think and contemplate on. Here's the idea, okay? I was thinking about, one of the things that I'm passionate about is helping people, and actually I work in mental health, have been for the last 30 some odd years, and I've worked in a lot of different arenas when it comes to help agencies, social services, mental health, working with the homeless, whatever, mind you. And one of the things that I'm very passionate about is one, agencies that say they do things and they really don't. You know, we help pregnant teenage women, but when you go there, they, you know, I don't know, they just do enough to get grant money, but they're not really making a difference in people's lives. Or going to social services and say, I'm homeless, I lost my job, or whatever, and they give you $25 worth of food stamps. You know, that's a pet peeve of mine. And even engulfed in all of that, the other thing, and this is where we're getting to, is people's abuse of public assistance or help services. Probably one of the most common is people selling food stamps. Okay, and we know the different reasons that people sell them, but nonetheless, that's a blatant abuse. And so when people that really legitimately need those services try to get them, many times they don't have them, or they start cutting programs or whatever, largely because of people's abuse. And while I'm very passionate about that, it's also pretty comical. So, you know, they have a lot of PSAs in media, public service announcements, warning people about different dangers and stuff. And so I thought about it as far as PSAs that address people's abuse of the system, people's abuse of public assistance and services. and wanted to challenge you to give some thought to writing some skits, um, or either, I don't know, a television series, or a movie, a short film, or what have you. Um, Even I don't know, a comedy monologue about people who abuse public assistance. So that's the idea. I hope it made sense, as you say. I hope I'm making sense. That's a great catchphrase, by the way. I think you've pretty much coined that. Um, and Nonetheless, okay, I got to get ready to go. But anyway, I'm going to try to send you this video, and just give it some thought, and let's see what we can come up with together. I'm so excited about the opportunity to work with you, and am looking forward to it. So be well, my brother. I hope to talk to you soon. Take care. Peace.